Yes, folks, I'm back again. This is a J&D acoustic dreadnought. Just regular acoustic, stock, very typical Martin-esque dreadnought. And I sometimes get people asking me, pickup or no pickup? What should I do? Well, there are two schools of thought on this. There are those that like to buy guitars with the pickup built into them. That usually involves a cutout here on the top and a preamp, and usually some sort of cutout here on the bottom that involves a jack, at least one jack, and possibly a battery compartment, although the battery compartment is sometimes put in the top or under the lid, under the top in the sound hole. Hate those, are hard to get to. You have to slacken the strings to change the batteries. Awful design, but people still do it. And then there are people that will not touch a guitar that has a preamp built into it. They will not entertain for a second the notion of buying an electric-acoustic guitar. This might surprise you because acoustic guitars are very popular. I have worked on various models and shown them on videos with Fishmans built in, shadow systems built in, other proprietary systems built in. They sound decent, but the purists among you shy away from those inbuilt systems and go for a simple self-installed, usually a sound hole pickup or something equivalent. And there are lots of products on the market where you can take a guitar like this, a regular acoustic guitar, and add your own electronics. You don't have to buy an electric acoustic guitar. Some people like the convenience of it, and some people think that electric acoustic guitars are noisy, they don't have a good sound, and it's much better if you can buy your own system and put it in without all the clunkiness of a preamp on the guitar itself. So whichever school you belong to, or if you haven't figured out what your preference is yet, there are plenty of adherents to your particular side of things. I know a lot of people that seek out electric acoustic guitars that are looking for a good system, usually a Fishman or something. And I know a lot of people that come to me and they don't want to buy an electric acoustic at all. They want to buy a really good acoustic guitar and they're going to put their own system in it. That may be a temporary system. There are lots of them. There are name brands, there are unknown brands, there are up-and-coming brands, LR Bags, DiMarzio, all the top pickup makers make some kind of self-installed or temporary pickup system, usually a bar across with a pickup on it, or a transducer that goes under the bridge, and just a clip-on jack. Some of them costs literally $20, $30, $40. I've seen some really cheap ones, and also as much as $300, $400, $500. You can also buy passive systems to install yourself, which will mean drilling your own hole for the jack plug-in. And usually some sort of assembly on the inside of the guitar. Most luthiers will do it for you, or you can figure out how to do it yourself. So there are many different options when it comes to pickups, whether it's built in, whether you install it permanently, or whether you get some temporary rig that you can move from guitar to guitar, for all kinds of different purposes, playing live church gigs, playing club gigs, recording, what have you. Many different quality levels and design features in this area. My point that I want to make is you can make any acoustic guitar an electric acoustic. I get a lot of people who say to me, oh, I would buy that guitar if it had electronics in it, or if I could plug it in. Well, you can. And you can spend as little as $30, $40 to do so, or as much as a couple of hundred if it's a really nice guitar. So don't let that hold you back. Also, there is the option, which I do frequently in my recording, to use a really good condenser mic. or two, a combination of two with a mixer. One, a little ways from the sound hole, another off to the side to get different tonal, to blend different tonal aspects of your sound, and then you can sort of do post-production mixing and stuff like that. So any guitar can be made an electric guitar. There's no reason to not buy something you really, really, really like because you want to electrify it. It can be done, and it can be done in a myriad of ways. So just a quick video on that, because the question came up lately with a guitar that somebody really liked but it didn't have a pickup on it, and I convinced them to buy a certain pickup and have it put in. It didn't cost them very much money, and then they got the guitar they really liked, and they just now are so thrilled because it sounds great. It was one of those wrench guitars that I've shown you with the solid sprue, Engelmann spruce top and the black walnut back and sides, which is a fantastic guitar. It's not electric, but once you put a pickup on those things, it sounds dynamite. I've got a couple left. I might actually make them into electric acoustics because I was so impressed with what this person did, or I might just leave them for other people to do that themselves. But there are all these options. There's no reason to be limited. All right, see you next time.